So transition is going from here to there, and it matters how you transition. I'm going to be taking it deeper now. It matters how you transition. So many things go wrong during transition. I will show you today how that many are not married now because they abused transition period. Transition period is a period between your singlehood and your marriage life, your married life. It's that period. Manage that period properly. Manage transition properly. Manage transition properly. Again, it's important to say this before I continue. I said the time in between transition, between one point, one state, one status and the next, I said that time is called what? Say it loud and clear. Layover. And please don't forget, our layover times are not the same because our destinations are not the same. Did I help somebody here? Help me look at your neighbor and say to your neighbor, our layover time is not the same. It's not the same. Because our destination is not what's up. It's not the same. So if it's your own time to fly, congratulations. If somebody's layover time is about to round up today, somebody's layover time is coming to an end today, somebody's layover time is coming to an end this month, and whoever you are, we celebrate you. But your departure does not mean that I will remain here for life. So I celebrate your departure while anticipating my departure. Are you catching what I'm saying here? Our layover times, they are not the same. So transition is, write this down, is the season of preparing you for who God has prepared for you. The transition zone in a single's life is that season in between when God is the season during which God prepares a single for who God has prepared for the single. You remember Esther? You remember Esther? How that every day Esther will literally watch. Please don't miss this. Esther will literally watch. The chamberlain of the king will just appear. Memucan. Hello, how's everybody doing? All the girls here, you all good? Fine. And then every girl will be looking. Is it my night? Is it the night when the king will invite me? Maybe this is my night. And he will like, okay, Janet, it's your night. Oh my God, it's not my night again. And I've been preparing for this night. Literally, Esther watched one girl after another go. And Esther was there for how many months? Say it again. 12 months. Esther literally watched other girls go, and she was there for 12 months. Her transition period took 12 months. The girls who went before her, their preparation did not match who they were going for. They underestimated the importance of preparation. So they were in a hurry to meet a man, not knowing the kind of man that they were going to meet. You're not hearing what I'm saying? They were in a hurry. I just want to get married. And the question is not whether you get married. What kind of marriage will you have? So finally you are married. What kind of marriage did you end up having? Because you were in a hurry. And now you are sorry. All the girls were in a hurry. Everybody just wanted to move. It's my turn tonight. Esther. Memucan called. I said, Esther, don't rush. Esther, I know what the king is looking for. He said twice, Esther, any man will go for any girl. Exceptional men have exceptional things they are looking for. Are you hearing what I'm saying here? He said, Esther, I know what men like the king are looking for. Esther, those kind of things are not things that you can generate. Those are not the kind of things you can walk through in one night. And so he said to her, I said, Esther, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to work you. And in fact, he said, Esther, so that the girls don't influence you, let me move you to another place. Let me move you to a place where you will be isolated from them. And then he will look at her and say, the oil on your face is not enough. We need to walk your face. We need to massage your body. We need to work on your character. It needs to take us 12 months. We need to work on the way you talk. Esther, slow down. When you're talking to a man, be brief. When you're talking to a man, be specific. When you're talking to a man, keep your emotions under control. Esther, when you're talking to a man, don't use prefacing, don't use tagging. Just say what you want to say. Is that okay? It's important when you talk to a man, make sure you are sensitive to timing. Esther, when you appear before the king, never forget that the communication of honor is superior to the display of beauty. Esther, I'm the only person that can tell you this, because everybody is going there to display beauty, but the king is delighted in one who shows honor, because the wife he was married to before was beautiful. He sent her out not because she was not beautiful, but because she lacked honor. Am I talking to somebody in the house of God here? So he said to her, I said, calm down. Your layover time will be long because of the kind of marriage you're about to have. Your layover time will not be like that of your sister. Your sister was a very short one. Your layover time will be different. Vegetables grow in a hurry. Palm trees take time. And vegetables that grow up in a hurry, check out later for them, you don't find them again. Where is no say they don't divorce. Vegetable marriage, unwillingness to go through the process, so much in a hurry to jump layover time. And God is saying, my daughter, my son, I want to bring to you a woman who will take your life to the next phase, a woman with capacity. But my son, before I bring that woman, you get me, sir? The reason why your layover time has been long, like you said, sir, is because the kind of woman that God is bringing into your space needs to meet a different man than the one you are. You know it, sir? You agree with me? Fantastic. Sir, the kind of man you are doesn't have room for that kind of woman, but your destiny requires her. She's going to be a woman that you will need to allow flourish, to have her voice. She's going to be highly organized, skillful, talented, because your destiny demands it. She's going to be highly educated, but can you stand a highly educated woman? Can you stand a woman that is gifted? Or will you say, listen to me, I mean, all these ladies that are very all this educated, you know, they are not very, very humble, they are not, and so because of that, listen to me, I can't wait for that kind of lady, so let me just go for something else. So instead of going to Zambia, I cut my journey short in Addis Ababa. So your destiny is compromised on the ground of the marriage you have, because now you've married a woman who can handle the capacity of your destiny. You marry the one you can control. You marry the one that can't say, hello, sir. You tell her, I want to invest in forex. Daddy, God bless you. I want to put money into crypto. Hey, Daddy, what is even crypto? Daddy, God will bless you. You know, anything you do is correct. I want to go to Las Vegas. I want to go and do small gamble. Which one is Las Vegas again? She doesn't know. God has shown me vision of what I'm going to be doing with my life. Really? Daddy, this is your vision. Big, oh, it's very big. That's the kind of wife you have. Everything you say is okay. So what is the value of a wife in the life of a man if she doesn't restrain him to make him think better? What is the value of a wife if she does not make you subject your visions to a rational, logical process? What is the value of a wife whose husband just only talk about, I'm planning to do this, I'm planning to do that, and she cannot sit down and pragmatically say, sorry, I've heard you talk about this, your dream. I have talked about steps we can take to actualize it. Can we discuss process, how to get this dream accomplished? What is the value of a wife who only hears a dream but does not know how to interpret it? And the only reason why we can have such wives in our lives is because the man who is in transition and God is trying to grow his capacity to handle such a woman refused to grow his mind to accommodate such a woman. So he ends up marrying what, sir? He ends up marrying sister, let us go. Anything you want to do, sir, let's go. Anywhere you want to go, let's go. And it's not because she's sensitive in the spirit, it's because she lacks comprehension for the size of his dream. Am I helping anybody here? So there are men here. It's not that God doesn't want you to be married. It's just that the version of you that God wants to evolve, that God is trying to build in this transition layover season, the version of you that God is trying to build, that version is being resisted. You are fighting it. The challenge with that is that God in his wisdom will not bring to you a daughter he has been preparing for such a man. He won't bring that to you because you will destroy her life. So in most cases, we end up marrying the alternative instead of the ultimate. Write that down. Many singles, many married people today, they end up marrying the alternative instead of the ultimate because we didn't manage our transition period properly. The season when God wanted to process us and develop capacity in us for the right person, those seasons were mismanaged, resisted, and we refused what God was trying to do in our lives. So here we are with the alternative instead of the ultimate. And the challenge with the alternative is that the alternative will not get you to your maximum. You can't marry a weak partner and have a strong destiny, because 100 multiplied by 50 reduces the ultimate outcome. 100 multiplied by 20 reduces the ultimate outcome. 100 multiplied by 0 reduces the ultimate outcome. 100 multiplied by 100. What your life can become can be enhanced or compromised by who you marry. Write that down. What your life can be compromised or enhanced by who you marry. Listen, it is better to be single and pursue life alone, functioning at 100, than to get married to someone who is 0. What that does is that the person compromises the outcome of your life.